Hello, this is Bill Bryson with BWCAcast.com. We're out in the middle of the Boundary Waters right now on Steep Lake. We had a great night last night, and we woke up today to a beautiful sunny blue sky day. Right now, looking around, I can count 2 clouds that I can see right now, and the rest is just solid blue sky. It's going to be a great day for paddling. There's a nice breeze that I think, after looking at the map and gauging where the wind's going, that we're going to have a beautiful tailwind for the most of the day, and that's going to be nice to cool us down while we're paddling. We're hoping to do a little bit of fishing today. Our plan is to head kind of northeast, east out of here, taking a 45 rod portage out of Steep Lake and dumping into Eugene Lake, and kind of working our way along a loop that we're doing out of the Little Indian Sioux. We're having a great time out here, good having nice friends and family with, and it's just a great time to be out in the Boundary Waters this summer. Thanks for joining us, and we'll hopefully bring you some great video today. Well, we made that quick little 45 rod portage from Steep Lake into Eugene Lake here, and along the portage trail there was a couple of big moose tracks heading right down the middle of the trail into Eugene Lake. I was really hoping that when I poked my head out the portage and looked over the lake that I'd see a big moose standing in one of the edge, along the edge of the lake somewhere, but no such luck. We're gonna kind of paddle along here up around to the right, around through here. There's gonna be a pinch, and then we've got a 30 rod portage that's gonna jump us into Little Bear Track Lake. Still gorgeous out, and the wind is blowing. It's a beautiful day out here in the water. Hopefully we can run into some more wildlife for you, but we're just having a good time. just took the 30 rod portage from Eugene into Little Bear Track Lake. It's kind of a pretty little lake. There's a nice little cliff over here behind me, and there is one campsite on this lake if you ever venture through this area. It's just a quick little paddle right across here, and then we're going to take another 30-rod portage that's going to dump us into Bear Track Lake. And looking at the maps, it looks like that's a pretty deep lake, down to 50-some feet. I don't think we're going to try any fishing in there, but if you're in the area, you might want to try to see if you can catch any lake trout. It might be deep enough for that. But we're going to keep on moving through there and tackle the 200-rod portage that takes us out of Bear Track. So still gorgeous out, and we're having a good time. It's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're just having a great time out here in the Boundary Water. We just took the 30-rod portage from Little Bear Track into Bear Track Lake. This is a bigger lake than we've been in the last few lakes, and looks like there's a few campsites on it. It's kind of a pretty area. We're going to paddle across here, and then we've got a 200-rod portage into Thumb Lake. That should be our big portage for today, and it's hopefully it won't be too hilly, but we're having a good time, and we'll see what we see along the way. want to take a second and talk to you about this paddle I'm using. It's from Bending Branches. This is the Cruiser Plus, and I really like paddling with this paddle because it's super lightweight, and the blade on it's a little bit bigger than some of the other paddles I've used, and so it actually draws quite a bit of water, and I feel like I've got quite a bit of power when I'm pulling through the water and moving the canoe along. Another cool feature that they've got on here is on the end of the canoe paddle, they've got this thing they call rock guard technology, and that protects the end of the blade from just any kind of rock hits that you have when you're paddling, or maybe when you're trying to push off from different things. And I do tend to push off of rocks, especially when I'm trying to leave portages or get through some tough spots, and the end of this blade is still perfect, so it's pretty impressive stuff. It's a really nice paddle to have out here, and I really like using wood paddles when I'm paddling in the Boundary Waters. It just seems like it's more natural, I guess, out here, and it kind of aesthetically kind of fits in a little bit better. So if you're looking for a nice bent shaft paddle, check out bendingbranches.com. We're paddling across Thumb right now, and it's pretty windy out. We were just talking, if we were up on LaCroix right now, it'd be some pretty big waves ripping down that lake, and we feel for anybody that's trying to paddle into those waves right now. I'm sure that probably more than likely is keeping them stuck in a campsite right now, but it's working in our favor right now. It's kind of pushing us along down Thumb. There's either a 9-rod portage, or we're hoping there might be a little river that we can sneak on through at the end of Thumb here into Finger Lake, and we're going to paddle across Finger and work our way into Pocket and see what that has to offer. All right, we're paddling along Thumb Lake here, and over my shoulder, I don't know if you can see back there, but there's the carcass of a dead moose, and it is pretty ripe right over in here. I'm having a hard time breathing at the moment, but we still noticed a bunch of turkey vultures flying around, and a couple eagles up here, and we noticed the smell first and then saw the carcass. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on it over there so you can take a peek, but it's pretty smelly around here.